Supporting kids' creativity through reading and writing is vital in helping them find their voice, be more imaginative, and express themselves. And that support is the mission of the Grand Rapids Creative Youth Center.
That's right. The center's after-school programs all take place in a safe and welcoming environment that provides an extra outlet for students with an interest in reading and creative writing. And the Rapid plays a big role in their success. You know, I took a trip to the center to learn more. Take a listen.
The mission of the Grand Rapids Creative Youth Center is to prepare kids for life's adventures by supporting their writing and amplifying their voices. And we do that by providing after-school creative writing and reading programs. We cultivate a safe and welcoming atmosphere and just room for kids to be imaginative and express themselves. Our programs are open to kids age 6 through 18, and about half of them attend GRPS public schools, but we have kids coming from farther afield as well. So really any students with an interest in writing and just need an extra outlet. We offer our programs at no cost to families.
One of the most exciting projects that we do at the Creative Youth Center is we publish students' work in an annual anthology of student writing. This was last year's book. This book is entirely written by students first grade through high school. What is amazing about it is not just the final product, it's the process that we're able to walk through with them. We do a really in-depth editing and revision process where students think about and learn about themselves as the agents of their own words. So every time they express themselves, whether it's in speaking or in writing, they are the choosers of the language they are going to use. They're aware of the audience and the purpose. So from a teaching standpoint, that's part of the reason I love the book. The other reason I love the book is at the end of the year, we do a big book launch party at Wealthy Theater, and every student gets up on stage and they read a section from their writing, and then afterward they sign author copies in the lobby for people who have attended. And it's incredible to see a student go from being maybe a little bit engaged with writing to then being really confident and proud of the piece that they've written, and then to share that piece with others and see that there are people in the community that are not their parents or their teachers come up to them and say, I really liked what you wrote, or what you wrote resonated with me. It makes them see, as part of our mission is to amplify their voices, that they already have it. They already have a story. They have an audience. The community cares about what they have to say. And they are published authors, and this book goes on their bookshelf. It's so great.
We have a lot of different opportunities for our kids. One project that we did last year had a bunch of spoken word poets from the community come in and work with our middle school students. Through the process of a few weeks, they created their own identity poems. We ended up working with Triumph Music Academy, the students there. We gave them the kids' poems, and the music students created original musical compositions to accompany each of the poems. Out of that came the opportunity to record an album at River City Studios, and is now available in CD form, but also across all kinds of digital listening platforms.
We also do an improv comedy project where students create their own characters, and then improv comedians learn their characters and do an improv comedy show that's a series of sketches where the improv comedians are doing the sketches as the characters that the students created. What they get to see is that their imaginations inspire the imaginations of other artists. And not just that they inspire other artists, but that they're in an audience full of people who are like, yeah, this is so funny, this is great. And they feel really proud of that.
Teachers are trying really hard to meet all students' needs, but they just don't have time to work one-on-one with every student the way they would like to. So what we're able to do is to work with volunteers. They go through a long training process, and the focus of their work with our kids is to share their love of reading. So what we're really trying to do is cultivate that lifelong love of reading, knowing that all of the technical skills will fall into place after if kids are engaged and have that initiative to begin with.
Because we're in a small space and we're able to work with students one-on-one, we're also able to do reading engagement activities that would just be really difficult to do in a classroom full of 30 students with limited time. So instead of doing like a reader's response in a journal, students are able to write a letter to our fictional mascot, Captain Tanny, who is an adventurer in the world, and then Captain Tanny sends them mail back in our mailbox that's on the wall. We have a reading passport because we believe every time you read a book, you go somewhere with your imagination, and so they look just like a little passport, and when you finish a book, you can fill fill it out, and then we have a whole box of official passport stamps that you stamp to show that you've traveled to that place in your imagination. So just ways of interacting with reading and with language that reinforce that it's fun and enjoyable.
We are accessible by rapid routes 4 and 5. It's actually the bus stop is right across the street from us, so it's a good way for students or parents to get to us.
One of the reasons we love the Rapid is because they have a program for schools or nonprofits where you can take students on the bus for a really reduced rate. And so every time we've gone on a field trip, we've been able to use the Rapid at a very, very low cost to our organization. And it's made the field trips possible. We wouldn't have been able to do them otherwise.
You can visit us at our website, creativeyouthcenter.org. You can get in touch about volunteering or signing up your kids for programs.
And kudos to the Rapid for partnering with the Creative Youth Center, because without that service, they really couldn't do those great field trips. You can find more at 616-458-5505 about the Creative Youth Center. They're located at 413 Eastern Avenue Southeast in Grand Rapids. The website right there on your screen.
And make sure that you check out the maps and schedules of the Rapid online at ridetherapid.org. They always do some good stuff out there.